Hi, I am Maria Fatima Ravasco, and I am going to tell you about certain answers to questions that are based on utopianism. Utopianism is the belief in utopia. Utopia is an ideal community or society possessing a perfect socio-political legal system. The word was invented by Sir Thomas More for his 1516 book Utopia, describing a fictional island in the Atlantic Ocean. The term has been used to describe both intentional communities that attempted to create an ideal society and fictional societies portrayed in literature. For the first question, what knowledge and skills are worth learning? To utopianism, there are a lot. First, there is ecology, as it can describe new ways in which society should relate to nature. Second, there's economics, for it's attempting to create an economic utopia were formed in response to the harsh economic conditions of the 19th century. Third, there's politics and history, in the belief of world peace, is often seen as one of the possible endings of history. Number four is religious utopia. In here, the Islamic, Jewish, and Christian ideas of utopianism, especially in their folk religious forms, may be interpreted as in the Garden of Eden and heaven. Such religious utopias are often described as gardens of delight, implying an existence free from worry in a state of bliss or enlightenment. Number five is science and technology. In utopian belief of absence of death and suffering. Number six is feminism, which is very special for in the utopian teaching, gender exists but is dependent upon age rather than sex, and genderless children mature into women, some of whom eventually become men. What are the goals of education for utopianism? That no children will be left behind, to promote learning and life skills for young people and adults, and I think just like anybody else, is to deal with a number of problems in the contemporary globalized multicultural society which we actually inhabit. What is education for, you would ask? For utopians, preservation of an effective and perfect form of society. On theory of knowledge. What is knowledge? A justified true belief. What is how is it different from belief? A belief is something you set to know or have faith into, while knowledge is believing in something that you know you have reference to or with evidence of. How do you know that you know? When you experience the reality of your knowledge. When is knowledge true? When through your senses you know that it is real. How do we come to know what we know? I guess through our experience, through our teachers. For how do we And so from that, what is truth? For utopians, the truth is that there is such thing as peace, prosperity, and equality. It is the state of being in accord with the particular fact of reality, or being in accord with the body of real things, real events, or actualities. So what is reality? Reality is a state of things as they actually exist, rather than as they may appear or may be thought to be. In its widest definition, reality includes everything that is and has being, whether or not is observable or comprehensible. Theory of human nature. On theory of human nature, what is a human being? A human being is any living or extinct member of the family Hominidae, characterized by superior intelligence, articulate speech, and erect carriage. How does it differ from other species? We are intelligible beings than they are or others are. We have our five senses, and we have our greater soul or spirit to able to manage other species and to take care of each other. Actually, we have more than five in some other cases. What are the limits of human potential? I believe our limits are all in our minds. On theory of learning. What is learning? Learning is acquiring new or modifying existing knowledge, behaviors, skills, values, or preferences, and may involve synthesizing different types of information. The ability to learn is possessed by humans, animals, and some machines. How are skills and knowledge acquired? There is a wide variety of methods and media can be used in learning. Most, if not all, you will already be familiar with. But here are some. There are oral presentations, visuals like OHP, flip charts, PowerPoint, video diagrams, models, demonstration, anything computer-based. There's also written, which can be journals, books, manuals, and worksheets. How may learning be assessed? I guess they can be assessed through grades. It can be assessed through grades, applications of knowledge, and the effectivity and experience of its results. On theory of transmission, who is to teach? I think everybody can teach. All people can teach, and people are entitled to know and learn, right? By what methods? In Utopia, it would be dialoguing, just like how Plato taught for his Republic, because Republic is basis also of Utopia. What will the curriculum be? Based on the needs of the people and its democratic government to preserve the beauties of the societies. In utopianism, like what I said, there are varieties. There may be ecology, economics, politics and history, religious utopia, science and technology, feminism. Who decides on what will the curriculum be? The leaders and the people. On the theory of society, what is society? Society, a utopian society is basically a society which has surpassed aggression, war, hate, and crime while establishing peaceful and orderly communities. What institutions are involved in the educational process? It can be the UNESCO, which is, I know UNESCO is involved, and the United Nations. Who should be involved in the educational process? The commissioners, the government, and other people who would like to join. On theory of opportunity, who is to be educated? All people. All people, right? All people. Who is to be schooled? Everybody. Proponents. Who are the proponents of the philosophy? Sir Thomas More, like what I said, coined the term in his 1516 socially critical novel of the same name, in which it refers to a fictional island in the Atlantic Ocean. The first utopian proposal is also from Plato on his book The Republic. What are the famous book, work, and treatise? For utopianism, there is Anthem by Ayn Rand. There is 1984 book by George Orwell, Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, and The Dispossessed, Ursula Le Guin, being one of the last. But there are many others. What are the main assertions? Main assertions of utopia is that there can be a perfect world where there is absence of war, sickness, inequality, and famine. For more of these, please just Google and read. Thank you.